Seville during Easter, you can see one of Spain's oldest and holiest festivals called Holy Week or Semana Santa. It dates back to the 17th century. The processions travel from their own churches to the main cathedral, where they'll ask for forgiveness for their sins of the past year. As the floats or pasos go by, people sing what are called secas, which are related to the purest form of flamenco, an outpouring of raw emotion and grief. The most striking image of Semana Santa is the eerie procession of penitents wearing long, dark robes and tall, pointed hoods.
Воистину воскресе!
Christ is risen.
Let us anasti. Воистину воскресе! Truly he is risen.
The Easter celebration in Antigua, Guatemala is famous for its stunning Easter procession. The streets are covered in dozens of alfombras or carpets made from colored sawdust and flower petals. These beautiful but fragile works can take people up to 12 hours to make, and the next morning they'll be destroyed as the procession shuffles right through them. The whole city dresses up as biblical characters to accompany the daily religious processions in remembrance of the crucifixion.
الأرجنتين تختلط التقاليد المحلية المرتبطة بحب الحيوان مع الدين. هنا حديقة الحيوان في العاصمة بيونس آيرس يوضع اللحم للحيوانات في كرة أشبه بالبيض على غرار احتفالات عيد الفصح. أما في هايتي التي دخلتها المسيحية قبل 500 عام يختلط الدين بالحاجات. هذا الرجل جاء بعد ترحيله من الولايات المتحدة ليسأل المسيح: هل أعود إلى أمريكا مرة أخرى؟ وهذه السيدة جاءت بصورة أعزائها طالبة لهم المغفرة والرحمة في مناسبة يختلط فيها الحزن مع التمني.
New hope for a suffering world. The message tens of thousands turned out to hear during the Easter Mass at Rome's St. Peter's Square. Pope Benedict XVI called for international cooperation in peace efforts in the Middle East. In Britain, Rowan Williams gave his last homily before stepping down as the spiritual head of the Anglican Church. He criticised vicious attacks on religion, saying more and more young people were taking faith seriously.
There are a few signs that the climate is shifting ever so slightly. Not towards a mass return to faith, but at least towards a reluctant recognition that religion can't be blamed, after all, for absolutely everything.
In the US, New Yorkers celebrated with a traditional parade. A special egg hunt in Indiana for families who lost everything in the recent spate of devastating tornadoes. But it was a test of strength over appetite in the German town of Horhausen at the annual egg-throwing competition where the missiles aren't allowed to break. A task requiring special technique or an Easter miracle.
Hundreds of faithful congregated outside Kenya's largest Catholic church, the Holy Family Basilica. After some time spent in song and prayer, they set off on the way of the cross, a ritual that recalls the path Jesus took over 2,000 years ago between the place where he was condemned to death and the hill where he is believed to have been nailed to a cross. John Cardinal Njue led believers in the ritual, urging the faithful to remember those less fortunate. In Nyeri, believers poured out onto the streets in the numbers to remember Christ's suffering. In Eldoret, Archbishop Cornelius Korir led the procession, offering a message similar to Cardinal Njue's. The processions were witnessed in Kisumu and Nakuru as faithful celebrated what is billed as a most sacred occasion in the Christian. Catholic devotees in Pampanga province in the Philippines island of Luzon were nailed to wooden crosses as thousands of spectators watched the reenactment of Jesus Christ's crucifixion. Dozens of devotees walked on gravel streets and whipped themselves with thin bamboo displays of religious devotions that Catholics in the region practice during the Lenten season.